If you're awake at 2 a.m. right now, and your mind won't stop replaying everything, stay here for a moment. Not because you have to, but because maybe this is exactly where you need to be. If this video found you tonight, it's not random. Something in you is tired, not just physically tired, but tired in a deeper place. The room is quiet, the world is asleep, the lights are low, but your thoughts are loud. Maybe you replayed the conversation again. Maybe you're thinking about money. Maybe your heart feels heavy and you don't even know why. Maybe you just feel restless. And here you are, not searching for entertainment, not looking for noise, looking for peace. And before we go any further, I want you to hear this clearly. You are safe here. There is no pressure in this space, no expectations, no performance. You don't have to impress God tonight. You don't have to fix tomorrow. You don't have to understand everything before you rest. You are allowed to be tired. You are allowed to feel uncertain. You are allowed to need comfort. If your breathing feels uneven, that's okay. If your chest feels tight, that's okay. If your mind is still racing, that's okay too. Nothing is wrong with you. Right now, we're not solving anything. We're not making decisions. We're not planning. We are simply creating a small pocket of peace in the middle of the night. So gently, take a slow breath in. Not forced, not dramatic, just natural. And release it slowly. Let your shoulders drop. Let your body soften just a little. You don't have to drift away yet. Just stay. Because over the next few minutes, we're going to slow everything down. And you don't have to carry this night alone. Take a slow breath in. Not exaggerated and not forced, just natural, just steady. And then release it slowly. Let the air leave your body without controlling it, without trying to shape it, without trying to make it perfect. Again, breathe in gently and let it go in its own time. Nothing urgent is happening here, and nothing is demanding your attention in this moment. The night is quiet, and you are allowed to be quiet too. Sometimes anxiety feels louder at night because there are no distractions left, no conversations filling the silence, no tasks to focus on, and no notifications lighting up your screen. There is nothing left to hide behind, and so everything inside you can feel amplified. Small worries begin to feel large, unfinished conversations begin to feel heavy, and unanswered questions begin to feel urgent. But listen carefully and let this settle gently inside you. Not every thought deserves your attention, and not every fear deserves your energy. Just because a thought appears does not mean it deserves your focus. Some thoughts are simply noise, and they move through without defining you, without owning you, without becoming you. If your chest still feels tight right now, you are not failing at this. If your mind is still racing, you are not broken. If your breathing feels uneven, that is completely okay. Stay with me and let's soften it again. Breathe in gently and release slowly. Imagine your thoughts like clouds drifting across a wide sky, moving without pressure and shifting without resistance. You do not chase them, and you do not argue with them. You simply let them pass. Psalm 4, verse 8 says, "In peace I will lie down and sleep. For you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety." That verse was written by someone who understood trouble, someone who knew pressure and uncertainty, someone who knew what it felt like to be overwhelmed and stretched thin. And yet he chose peace, not because life was perfect, and not because the problems disappeared, but because God was present in the middle of it. Presence changes everything, because peace is not the absence of trouble, it is the awareness that you are not alone inside it. Tonight, you are not fighting your thoughts, you are placing them down, one by one. Imagine holding heavy bags after a long journey, and your shoulders ache while your hands grow tired from carrying them for hours. Now picture yourself setting them down slowly and gently. You do not throw them, and you do not panic. You simply release them. That conversation you keep replaying, place it down. The fear about tomorrow, put it down. The financial pressure, put it down. The regret that keeps resurfacing, put it down. You do not need to carry them to sleep, because they can remain here. God is not asking you to solve everything tonight. He is inviting you to rest in His presence. Rest is not weakness, and rest is not surrendering responsibility. Rest is trust. Rest says, I do not have to control everything. Rest says, I am allowed to pause. And right now, your body needs a pause. Let your jaw unclench gently, and let your shoulders drop just a little more. Let your breathing deepen naturally, without effort and without expectation. Even if it feels small, and even if it feels gradual, your nervous system is beginning to soften. There is no rush, and there is no deadline at 2 a.m. There is only this moment, and this moment is safe. Stay with me. We are not trying to escape the night. We are allowing it to become gentle. And as you continue to breathe, notice something subtle. Your thoughts are still there, but they are less loud. Your heart is still beating, but it feels less urgent. That is peace beginning to settle. Not dramatic and not overwhelming, just steady and present. You are not fighting anymore. You are releasing, and you can continue releasing for as long as you need. Let this truth settle slowly, and let it settle without resistance. You are not behind, even if it feels that way in quiet moments. You are not failing, even if progress feels invisible. You are not forgotten, even when the room feels empty and the night feels long. Sometimes the reason you cannot sleep is not weakness, but care, because you care deeply about your future, about the people you love, and about doing things the right way. And that care, when it goes unchecked, slowly turns into pressure, and pressure begins to whisper that you must succeed faster, fix everything immediately, avoid disappointing anyone, and become who you think you should already be. But hear this clearly and let it land gently inside you. God is not measuring you tonight, and He is not grading your progress or comparing your timeline to someone else's story. He is watching over you, and there is a difference between measuring and watching, because measuring looks for performance, while watching over someone comes from love. Psalm 121 says, He who watches over you will not slumber. And that means that while you are tired, He is attentive. And while you are uncertain, He is steady. And while you are trying to rest, He remains awake and aware. You do not have to hold everything together, and you do not have to calculate every outcome before you close your eyes. You do not have to earn rest by being perfect, because rest is not a reward for performance. It is a gift given in love. You are allowed to sleep, even if everything is not figured out, and even if your life is still unfolding in ways you cannot yet understand. Even if the answers have not arrived, and even if clarity feels distant, you are still allowed to pause. Being in process does not mean you are behind, because growth takes time, and healing takes time, and understanding takes time.
And God is not rushing you through what He is carefully shaping inside you. If comparison has been stealing your peace, let it go tonight, because someone else's timeline is not your assignment, and someone else's success is not your standard. Your journey is personal, and it is unfolding at a pace that fits your soul, not someone else's expectations. You are not late, you are becoming. If regret has been whispering in your ear, remember this gently and without fear. Your past is not chasing you, and grace is covering you. If fear has been tightening your chest, remember this with steady calm. You are not walking into tomorrow alone. And if you feel unseen, if you feel overlooked or unnoticed, remember this truth quietly and confidently. The one who formed you is still watching over you, not with disappointment and not with frustration, but with steady love that does not flicker and does not fade. You are not a burden to God, and you are not too much for Him to carry. You are not falling short beyond repair, because you are human, and you are learning, and you are growing, and growth is not failure. And even now, at 2 a.m., when the world is quiet and your thoughts are loud, you are still held. If you are still listening right now, that means your heart is still open, and it means you still care, and it means you have not given up, even if you feel tired. And that matters more than you realize, because an open heart is not weakness, it is strength in its quietest form. So let that truth settle again, and let it rest gently inside you. You are not behind, even if progress feels slow. You are not failing, even if the path feels unclear. You are not forgotten, even if the night feels long. And tonight, without earning it and without proving anything, you are allowed to rest inside that truth.
Let's pray slowly and let this moment unfold without hurry. There is no rush here, and there is no pressure to feel anything perfectly. Just quiet words, offered gently. Father, tonight I release what I cannot control, and I loosen my grip on the things that were never mine to carry alone. I release the conversations that keep replaying in my mind, and I release the scenes that refuse to quiet themselves. The words I wish I had said, and the words I wish I had not said, and the moments I keep revisiting in silence. I place them into your hands, because your hands are steadier than mine. I release the fear about tomorrow, and I release the uncertainty that tries to define it before it even arrives. The what-ifs and the silent questions that grow louder in the dark when everything else becomes still. I release the tension resting in my chest, and I soften the tightness in my shoulders, the weight that feels invisible but heavy. I place it in your hands, and I allow myself to breathe again. You see everything I carry, and nothing about my struggle is hidden from you. You know what I haven't said out loud, and you understand what I cannot even explain. Quiet my thoughts gently, slow my breathing naturally, calm the storm that feels louder at night. When the house is silent, and my mind feels noisy, be the soft voice that steadies me from within. If I am carrying stress about finances, be my provider and remind me that my security is not rooted in numbers, but in your care. If I am carrying stress about family, be my peace and cover the people I love with quiet protection. Guard their hearts, steady their steps, and let your presence surround them even now. If I am carrying regret, be my forgiveness
and where I have fallen short, cover me with grace that restores instead of condemns. If I am carrying fear, be my protection, and stand gently between me and what my imagination tries to create. If I am exhausted from trying to be strong, be my strength. And if I am weary from trying to hold everything together, hold me instead. Remind me that I am not alone, even in this quiet room, even in this late hour, even in this invisible struggle that no one else sees. Remind me that I am held, not loosely and not conditionally, but securely. Remind me that even when I cannot see movement, you are still working beneath the surface. Even when nothing feels different, you are present. Even when I feel forgotten, you are attentive. If I am trying to control everything, teach me surrender, not reckless surrender, but peaceful surrender, the kind that whispers softly, I trust you with what I cannot fix. If I am afraid of what tomorrow holds, remind me who holds tomorrow. If I am anxious about the future, anchor me here, in this moment, right now. Nothing is attacking me in this moment. Nothing is collapsing around me. This moment is safe. I surrender my need to understand everything tonight, and I surrender my need to fix everything tonight. I lay down the performance. I lay down the pressure. I lay down the comparison. I lay down the expectation. And I choose rest, not because life is perfect, and not because problems have disappeared, but because you are faithful. Faithful when I feel steady. Faithful when I feel uncertain. Faithful when I feel tired. Let your peace settle into this room. Not dramatic, not overwhelming, just steady. Let your presence fill this silence. Let the quiet become gentle instead of heavy. Let my body soften. Let my jaw unclench. Let my shoulders drop without effort. Let my heartbeat slow naturally. Even if my breathing is still uneven, that is okay. Even if I wake again later, that is okay. I am not alone in the night. I receive rest now, not forced, not earned, simply received. And I allow that rest to settle over me. The night does not have to feel heavy. It is simply quiet, and quiet can be healing. Sometimes the dark feels intimidating because there is nothing left to distract you. Yet darkness is not danger. It is simply stillness, and stillness becomes gentle when you stop fighting it. You do not need answers at 2 a.m., and you do not need clarity or a breakthrough. What you need is peace, and peace is here. Not loud, not dramatic, just steady. Let your eyes close gently, not forced, just softened. Let your breathing continue without effort, and allow it to move naturally without control. Imagine your thoughts drifting like clouds across a wide sky. You see them, but you do not chase them, and you do not argue with them. You let them pass. Another thought appears, and you let it pass. A memory surfaces, and you let it pass. A worry tries to grab your attention, and still you let it pass. You are not required to engage with every thought, because you are allowed to rest beneath them, beneath the noise, beneath the pressure, beneath the unfinished story. You are covered not by your own strength and not by your own planning, but by a presence that does not sleep. You are watched over, not casually and not distantly, but attentively. There is a peace settling over this room. Maybe you feel it clearly, or maybe you only sense it slightly. Either way, it is here. Your shoulders are softer now, your hands are relaxed, and your jaw is no longer tight. If your body is still holding tension, that is okay, because you do not have to rush relaxation. Rest unfolds gradually, like waves smoothing the shore, slowly and patiently. There is nothing chasing you in this moment, nothing demanding an answer, and nothing collapsing. This moment is safe, and you are allowed to drift. If you wake again tonight, remember this moment. Remember that peace was here, and remember that you were not alone. Even in silence, even in darkness, even in uncertainty, you are not alone here. You are covered. You are watched over. You are safe. Let your breathing slow naturally, and let your thoughts grow lighter. Let the quiet carry you. Sleep gently. Before your mind drifts fully into rest, let me share something quietly. If this space has become a place of peace for you, and a place you return to on nights like this, then you are not just a viewer here, you are part of something real. The way of light exists because people like you keep showing up, and because somewhere in different rooms across the world at 2 a.m., hearts are searching for calm. And somehow, in ways we may never fully understand, our quiet moments connect. That matters more than numbers, and it matters more than algorithms, because someone who feels alone begins to realize they are not. If these prayers have helped steady your breathing, and if they have helped quiet your mind, or even given you a small sense of safety, then something meaningful is happening here. And I am genuinely grateful that you are here. If you ever feel moved to support this space, there is a simple Buy Me a Coffee link in my profile, not as a demand and not as pressure, but as a gentle way to help keep this light on for someone else who may wake up tomorrow night needing the same peace you found here. When someone gives freely, it allows these quiet prayers to reach further than we can see, and it keeps this space steady for the next person searching for rest. And whether you choose to support in that way, or simply return and listen again, please know that you are valued here, truly. If this channel feels like home on difficult nights, consider subscribing, not because you owe anything, but so that when the next restless hour comes, you know exactly where to return. You won't have to search, and you won't have to scroll endlessly. You can simply come back here. And if you are still awake after this prayer, there is another night meditation waiting for you on this channel. Let it play softly, and let the peace continue. You do not have to rush to sleep. Just allow it. And if tonight you simply needed to know that someone understands the weight you are carrying, then I am glad you stayed. Rest now. God is near. You are watched over, and you are not alone.